Yeah, good morning, guys. How you guys doing today? A quick one today on the chat. Market update today, Thursday. Thursdays are for traders and what I am anticipating from the market today and what we should be looking at for. Okay, still bearish on the DXY dollar index. We are still bearish, which means we are still looking for more sales. We are still anticipating the dollar index to push to the downside. Okay, I'll make this video as short as I can. So a quick one. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. With the price action, guess what we've seen here? Breakdown, we're still going to see the same thing and a continuation since price tends to repeat itself. Right here, you can see based on supply and demand, that's the strategy that we are using now. The videos are not ready yet, so I'll upload everything on the group chat as soon as it's ready for you guys. Okay, new course. Remember, I told you guys I'll be deleting all the previous video. Okay, so what happened basically? Market tends to move in terms of supply and demand. Coming back to supply. All over the market it happens, and what you can see, price did after the push up, we came back down there, and same thing happened again, over and over again. We came down to this structure, and this 4 hour. If you go to lower time frame, you see that there is a demand zone right there as well. We pushed up, broke through structure, came all the way back down, corrected back, now came back down. We broke what? This structure. So long as we're breaking structure, we definitely going to come to supply and demand zone. So it came down to here, which is this bullish candle right here, and you can see how price reach out. So these are like where the big banks, they basically, this is where they take their trades from. And I know you guys won't really understand much now, but then once the video is out and you get a better understanding, and trust me, this is the best way to approach the market, especially right now and all. Okay, so we've seen that we spiked through that zone, and then what happened? We came all the way down again. So what are we still looking for? We are still in a bearish environment, so we are always looking out for the best place to sell. We don't just want to sell at any place. So you can see going down to the 1 hour time frame. So you can see we had a strong rejection right there. So that area is strong rejection, and what we are anticipating now is for price to run all the way back to that zone on the dollar index, and then want to see some rejection. All of these happening now, to me, I would say these are like manipulation, because um, every other trader will see that these are pin bars for me, and everybody will start selling. So even if it keeps going down, I don't want to be that trader anymore. I want to see where institutional big banks, where they basically take their trade, and honestly, in my opinion, I think this is the best place to look for. He said if we come back to that area where we had this big push to the downside, so we come back to that candle right there, which is basically our supply candle, and then we'll be looking to sell. Okay, so that's for the DXY. Up next for today on the watch list, Euro USD, we are looking to buy, and don't be caught up in that double top. We're going to take that double top out to continue to the upside, because you can look at the trend as you can see on this time frame of 3 hours. It's what? An uptrend. So same thing, same. We got to this one. We have 1 hour. I guess that's on 30 minutes. So I would love to see price come down there. So what I love to do is I don't just like to, sometimes I play spending on that, but most times I go down to like 5 minutes or 1 minute time frame to see same thing. If we get a rejection and then correction, I'll look to buy. Definitely on 1 minute time frame, you see a correction, and most times we just get that big spike and we run out. But then I would love to see in terms of like this. And why I'm saying I would love to see that I won't take a penny on that is because we didn't break this particular high. Assuming we broke that high, yeah, that would have given me more confidence. And just like what happened here, you can see we broke structure. We came back to this area of demand right here, and then price rejected from here. So we didn't break any high yet. So I would love to see how price is going to react around that area. So moving on to Euro JPY. Euro JPY, we broke a structure, as you can see right here. So this might just be the beginning of a reversal on Euro JPY. Moving on to the 4 hour time frame, you can see that sweet, strong candle that engulfed, run down. We came back to test the supply candle right there, and we came all the way down. We broke a structure, going down to 1 hour time frame. So you can see we broke through this structure, and this is looking like more like a bearish scenario now. So I would love to see how price is going to come back to our supply area if at all we want to look for a sell, and then we'll see how price is going to go down. But I would love to see price push more to the downside to take that trade. Euro AUD, not really my trade that I would love to take, but then we've seen a lovely bullish run to the upside, you know, lovely strong bullish one. So I would love to see price to correct, even if it's not today, maybe tomorrow, back to there, and then we'll be looking to buy. Okay, since we have that strong bullish one right there. Euro GDP, big ass manipulation happening right here, and as you can see, price is doing what? Um, So as you can see right here, price is basically moving sideways, and let's go down to the 4-hour time frame so you can see. Apparently, you can see we are on a downtrend and we don't really have any structure to hold on to price in terms of where price is. So what was happening? Price just keep pushing down, creating series of lower lows and lower highs. So that says the trend is downtrend. So right now we are in this manipulative phase, and that's what I'll call it. And I'd love to see price come all the way back to the up. And why is that? Is because this particular zone right here that you can see, this area that I identify. And then before I go into that, you can see that this strong bullish on, we broke a previous structure, which means when a downturn, we intend to correct and then continue to the downside. So this area has a lot of liquidity at the top. Why? Because this is a very, very key setup that I would love to take. Sorry about that. We have this liquidity at the top right here, which means that people sold from here, and a lot of people sold from here. And you can see, obviously, that's why when price came the second time, we rejected. And then there are a lot of stop losses at this top. And for price to sell, we have to come down to take out all of those stop losses. And then we have to continue to the downside. So what we have that caught my interest is this particular strong candle, as you can see right there. That particular candle, as you can see, we have what we call like we have a liquidity run right there. As you can see, strong push to the downside, and basically it's called imbalance because we don't have any like bullish on, more like this particular candle. You can see we push the downside, and then we see we came all the way down to cover that candle, something like we have a week right here, and then we close through, and then we see price on that. So basically most of you won't really understand because I haven't gotten into details in terms of the course and all, but trust me, you will soon, as soon as I start doing that. So I would love to see price come back to that area where I'll be reaching just 10 pips stop loss, I think. Stop loss just above that candle, and this particular one I'll place a pending order right there on it. So if you can see from that candle, it's just 11 pip stop loss. Okay, so we want to take out all of this fake support and resistance that price is creating, just manipulating the market. So GDP USD, I'm still bullish with GDP USD. Then with GDP USD, what are you doing? Okay, I'm still bullish basically on GBP USD. It seems like the 4-hour candle on GBP USD is about to close bullish, and that will give us a good sign of buying. And corrective phase, double bottom, double top right there that I'm looking price to take out. Pay attention to the double top that price created. There is no strong candle that pushes price away from that double top if there's injection. Rather, you look at left and you see that we have a strong run to that double top, which means obviously the buyers are still in control. And also you can see we are in an uptrend. Obviously, I would love to see price go up. So where am I looking to buy? I'm looking to buy at this area, where we've seen a bigger run to the upside. As you can see right there, we had this bullish run, and then price push the upside. We didn't break a high, so what did I say? I'll wait for price to come down here, and then on lower time frame, like 1 minute time frame, I'll be looking for a rejection, impulse correction, basically structure break on 1 minute time frame to execute the trade. If this guy keeps going up, fine. I'm not interested in taking that trade, and this is the area where I'll love to take the buy in. on this GDP USD. Okay, so we're looking to see price go all the way up, take out that high. So most times we love to come 50% of that particular account. GDP AUD, same thing, break of structure. As you can see, we broke structure to the upside. So I would love to see price come back down to the zone, and you see price push to the upside. So we'll break a structure which is obviously a shift in momentum. So I would love to see price come down to demand level to buy. GDP NZD, not really my favorite setup, but we are in a downtrend and we have a demand area right here that we'll be looking at for ADCHF. Nothing really, just I want to backtest this pair, that's why it's up here. Now it's 100, we're in this zone. I won't really take it because of all of this imbalance that we have right here. At least we have to, I would love to see price come to this area. Okay, but you know, NAS is very stubborn. We might just keep seeing that push the upside from that candle. But then I would love to see price come to that area because of we have like imbalance around this area. So I'll still want price to come down. So on NAS 100, I'll be looking for a buy setup around all of them. Okay, basically. So this is CAD and seems like we want to start a reversal. Lovely bearish run to the downside, but then I would love to see us break structure first. So if we break this structure and then this structure, you know, more push to the downside, then I would love to see price come all the way back down and we start to sell off from there. Okay, so that's all for today. What I'm looking at for. I'll keep you guys updated. Anything that is happening on the chat. Do have a great